Welcome to this Arnall-Culliford knitwear tutorial on seaming blanket squares. I've been working on my flyaway blankets by Tin Can Knits, and it's created from squares knitted in garter stitch from corner to corner in that direction. And today I'm going to show you how to join the squares. I've threaded my yarn end onto a blunt tapestry needle, and this is the end from this corner, and I'm going to start by joining it neatly to the opposite corner, and I'm going to do that by going up through the very tip of the corner and then up again through the original corner. And that's going to lock the two corners together at the same height, and that'll make it much easier to join the strip when I've put these together in pairs. And I'm then going to alternate going through a garter stitch ridge at the edge on each side. And one of the things about most things in knitting is consistency, so I've had a little look up the edge of my blanket squares, and I've decided which of the loops on the edge I'm going to join it to, and it's going to be the one on the top here. I'm not going to try and go into the one right on the edge. I'm going to hold that a little closer, so rather than trying to go right into the very edge, I'm going to go on the obvious purl bump on the top, and I'm going to do that consistently throughout. So here's my first row up under that one, and then into the first row on the other side. On this side I'm going to do the same, and then I'm going to work all the way up. I'm going under both sides at the same time in order to just make it a little bit faster, and as I go I'm just going to check that the tension is even, that I haven't pulled it too tight and it's puckering. I'm just stretching it out as I go, and I'm literally just going through that bump on the front there, and then the same on the other side. Oh, it's that one actually. Once I've joined all of this grey section, I'm then going to switch over to the jade coloured yarn to join the top of the chevron, because that way it'll be completely invisible, hopefully. And as you can see, as I join them, I'm just checking the tensions even as I go, and then I won't have to do a laborious loosening or tightening of it once I'm finished. Right, I'm coming to the end of the grey section. And because it's row for row, I should just have the same number on each side remaining, which I do. Phew. Be quite embarrassing, wouldn't it, if I didn't? Okay, here's the last row on the right and the last row on the left. So the grey section is all joined nice and even. I'm just going to pass the end through to the wrong side of the work, and I'll weave that in later. I've got a separate little lesson video on weaving in ends in garter stitch, so you can check that out if you want to know how I finish that off. And then I've threaded my jade yarn onto a needle, and I'm going to do exactly the same thing. So through the row end on the right and on the left, on the right, oops, and on the left. Garter stitch is really one of the easiest things to seam because the ridges are so obvious. You know that you're going into the same spot each time, which helps you to be consistent. And here's the last one, through there, through there. And that's it. I've seamed my 2 blanket squares together. I hope you've enjoyed watching this video. It forms part of our Little Lessons series that we're filming during the lockdown period. If you'd like to find out more about any of our books or techniques videos or the yarns and kits we sell, do click on the link up here to go to our website, and there'll also be a subscribe button down here that allows you to make sure you don't ever miss one of our new tutorials when they're released. I hope you've enjoyed learning how to seam blanket squares, and I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.